Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for attending today's webinar. My name is Haley Holland, and I'm the OEM Relations Manager here at DealerSpike. I'm joined today by one of DealerSpike's sales experts on all things Bobcat, and really the ag industry in general. I wanted to point out before we get too far down the line that there is a questions panel. So you'll see an orange arrow, and you can collapse that, minimize, maximize, and underneath the questions drop down, feel free to ask questions. Guys, I'm so excited to be sharing the many ways that we are partnering with Bobcat and how we can help accelerate your results and continue to grow your online presence. We're really thrilled to be part of this program. We are reserving time at the end for some Q&A with our very own sales expert, Kent Archambault. He's one of our senior sales executives here at DealerSpike, and if anyone understands what you dealers are looking for in a website, it's Kent. So Kent, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, this is Kent Archambault. I am a senior sales executive here at DealerSpike. I've been with the company just over 5 years, and the entire time I've been dedicated to agriculture and heavy equipment, and have worked with many of the Bobcat dealers throughout North America from that standpoint. And prior to that, I was actually a cross between a OEM rep and also working at the dealer level within the industry. So I'm very familiar with what all dealers go through from that standpoint. And I'm really excited to show what our technology with you as far as what it's going to be able to do to significantly help you improve not just your conversion rates and increase online leads, but also to save you guys a lot of time and really improve your brand image overall and the brand experience for Bobcat.
That's awesome. Yeah, thanks for joining us today, Kent. And dealers, I want to tell you more about who we are as a company and what we bring to the table. So Kent, can you tell us more about DealerSpike?
Yeah, DealerSpike's been creating websites for dealers in North America for over 10 years now. We specialize in building and creating a strong online presence for dealerships. And really and truly with us, education is everything. We want our folks to know the industry, so our teams have taken the time to actually do more and learn more through training from that standpoint.
That's awesome. And you know, I know you mentioned it, that you used to work in the agricultural sphere, but don't we have employees here who have actual dealership experience?
Yes, actually we do. We have team members here in most of the departments that have agriculture and heavy equipment experience, and actually many of them have real life dealer experience. And with all that said, we are truly committed to providing the best possible customer service through holding quarterly training meetings, webinars, to continually reinforce to the people that work here how valuable it is to have knowledge about the industry for the people, the dealerships that we're serving.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, dealers, if you're sitting around at the kitchen table at 9 o'clock at night, you can shoot our support team an email of changes that you'd like made to the site. And believe it or not, our support team will work the very next morning, if not that very night. Kent, we do have techs here working 6 a.m., 6 p.m., 6 days a week. So we want to be able to support you dealers on and off the clock, because we know that even though your store may close, it doesn't mean that your website stops working. So we want to support you on and off those hours. So Kent, I'd like you to tell us why our websites outperform the other guys and what makes our websites industry leaders.
All right, to start, the major point with us is no matter who you're using right now, we will actually guarantee a minimum increase of 30% in your online leads. And the way we do that is our websites are built for dealers with optimized customer experience, which automatically will improve your conversion rates. It's very easy to use inventory management, so you can adjust inventory and make changes on the fly. And we do it by becoming a top-ranked dealership on your behalf by geotagging everything you have available to sell, which will actually ensure that when an IP address originates a search from your target market, you will organically rank higher than your competition. And that goes back into its built-in SEO, search engine optimization value, by using keyword-rich content, key locations closest to you as far as your dealership, and really strong metadata and page titles. This allows the search engines to be able to find your website and rank you higher than anyone else. We also offer several digital marketing tools that will improve lead generation, along with hosting your email to save you money. And the best part, we have a dedicated account manager who is available to support you and your dealership, and they will actually proactively contact you as often as you would like to make sure that the website is doing what you want and if you need anything. So if you're sitting, like Haley said, if you're sitting at home after dinner and you've got something that you know you want to get done, but you don't have time to log in, you can drop a quick email to your dedicated support person and they will get it updated on your site the next morning.
Yeah, that's awesome. I bet the dealers really appreciate that. And wow, 30% lead increase is crazy. That's awesome. So dealers, we have a fellow Bobcat dealer that we'd like to highlight who just by switching providers saw an impressive increase in online leads. In fact, Bobcat of Atlanta saw an average monthly increase of 50% in online leads from just by switching from previous provider. So that's an incredible increase in leads month over month. We also are so proud of each one of our dealers. We believe so strongly in our processes, our products, and our people that we just wanted to share some positive feedback with you about one of our dealers' experience with DealerSpike. They felt that the team was amazing. We got their website up running in a short period of time, and really we created a connection with that dealer. So I'm really proud of all the team members here who helped, and thank you, dealer, for submitting those kind words to us. So dealers, as most of you know, having a website is immensely important to connect with customers on and offline. This shouldn't come as a shock to you all, but 76% of US consumers start their shopping process online. I know personally, I start my consumer journey with a quick Google search, even just to locate the nearest vendor selling products I'm shopping for. 81% of Americans now own a smartphone, also not a shock, giving them the ability to access the internet and visit websites like yours anytime, any day. 75% of consumers judge the credibility of a business based on their website design. That's crazy. So just having a simple, easy to use, cool looking website will truly build the credibility of your online business. And this also includes the speed that a website loads, whether or not it's mobile responsive, how cluttered the layout is, how easy it is to navigate between different pages, and so much more.
Yeah, those are great statistics, Haley. And in reality, what we focus on at DealerSpike is to really and truly make it a perfect branded experience from a customer standpoint so that your website actually becomes an extension as far as a virtual dealership. This way, the customer will be more engaged, and there's only so many hours in the day that you can be open, but your website as a virtual dealership is open 24/7. So when it comes down to other advertising initiatives that you may have as far as radio, print ad, billboards, they're pretty consistently at the end of them saying, visit us at www.yourdealership.com. And if your website isn't optimized and really focused on the experience that the customer would want when it is impacted as far as Bobcat, the key is that you're losing conversion rate, which means you're doing ad spend and you're not getting the best possible ROI on that. So just by moving over to one of the new programs that we have available through Bobcat, your conversion rates will go up, which means your ROI for every bit of advertising you do will actually increase.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Kent. That's well said. I couldn't say it better myself. I really want to point out a few things about the website options we have built for Bobcat dealers out there listening in. Can you take us through a few features we've taken the time to build into these platforms, and then also show us the websites we've built?
Absolutely. Like Haley said earlier, we're thrilled to be selected for the Preferred Dealer Website Program. And because of this, we've taken the time to build out 3 unique Bobcat branded website options for all of the dealerships. And because we've created these layouts, you'll get your brand new website even quicker than before. They've taken a lot of the stress out of the design and build out process. with these optimized aspects, and you're able to get Bobcat as pre-approved for the websites. They're built actually on the latest software and technology, and we've taken the time to build in actual SEO content into each of the templates.
Awesome.
Haley, I'd like to take the dealers through one of our websites so they can see an actual customer experience and get an idea of some of the functionality as far as the initial landing pages.
Absolutely.
So hopefully everybody can see this is one of the aspects, one of the websites that would be available to you. And the key with us is everything that we do is responsive, which means that it will automatically right size to a cell phone, tablet, whatever device the customer is on. And the best part is about 68 to 78% of your traffic will be cell phone. And when they come to the site on your cell phone, they can actually use the text functionality to contact you directly with their cell phone, or they can contact you via phone, or most importantly, always fill out a lead form. The other aspect that we focus on is when a customer hits your website, we want to make sure that the dominant information is your largest profit streams, which is often new equipment, used equipment. I'll show you a rental platform in a moment as far as what's available from that standpoint. And it takes the customers directly to lead forms as quickly as possible. So they don't have to search with the drop downs. They can go directly into any equipment. They can go into the showroom if they want to go through each aspect as far as what the showroom would be. And you can see when I click on new equipment, it's automatically taking me to the product lines. You can do a free form search. You can do it by makes, models. There's many ways to do the search functionality. And then from the landing page again, the aspect of as I scroll down, we try to make sure that it's a very clean and concise look that really is brand dominant to help you overall. So their experience is always going to be strong with Bobcat. But as I go down, you'll actually be able to see that many dealers, you may have short lines or implements from that standpoint. And as I keep scrolling down, you'll still see the clean content. You can add videos. And then you can get down to other brands from that standpoint and have a banner ad running down here for whatever other brands you may be carrying. And again, we want to make sure that you get the most positive impact for your profitability, because the stronger your dealership is profitable-wise, the more market share you can achieve. So everything that we focus is almost like we're working at the dealership with you, that we take it very serious that every dime matters and every bit of spend that you guys have. So the more we can optimize on our end, the more you're going to grab market share and the more brand image that we will create. It becomes a halo effect for both of us. So we really are a partner in this to make you succeed as a Bobcat dealership. The other aspect too is you can have different banner ads, you can have featured equipment, you can have recommended equipment. We can do a lot of different things as far as how you want to feature each piece of equipment. So what I'm going to do now is actually jump into the inventory so you can see what the actual customer experience would be like. So if I search here and I'm interested in this 2019 skid steer, and I click on it, now the customer can go in and see everything. Multiple pictures are available. They can go through the scroll as far as the different pictures. You can have a video available. You can do everything like that. And the specs are there that the customer will see everything that they need to see on the unit. And the best part is that it will be geotagged to your location, so that when an IP address should originate and search for literally just words like S630, and that's all they put in Google to search, organically you're going to rank higher than your competition because of how we do our software technology and coding on the back end.
That's awesome.
Now, as a customer, you can see that you could potentially have a cash offer. In this case, we're saying click for a quote, but you can actually do bank aspects too. You can see here, if I highlight this in blue, that the customer can actually see a payment amount. So you can kind of focus not just on cash buyers, but payment buyers. And you can post the aspect as far as zero down, and 230 to 123 per month at 84 months. So that is available to you, that you can update it on the back end in the admin tool very easily, and you can carry that over to other product lines with the same calculation. So it's a single date of entry.
And is that standard with all of our DealerSpike platforms?
Yes, actually, great point, Haley. Everything that I'm showing right now is part of the preferred program package that we have. It's included. Everything that you will see today is part of that. There's no additional charges. We don't get into trying to upcharge you on anything other than we create the website. The only other time there are any other charges is if you decided to do search engine optimization or other marketing packages, which potentially could be adopted for you to improve your results. But we're going to talk about that in a little bit in the presentation.
Great.
Now, as far as the customer experience, if I go into and hit get a quote, the form will pop up, and this form can be customized, and you can require whatever fields you want to be required. And the customer can fill it out. And again, it's all responsive, so it's mobile friendly. And they can fill this out and hit submit. A lot of the other sites that we deal with in our competition will have CAPTCHA codes. And CAPTCHA codes, inevitably, like it or not, will reduce your conversion rates by about 14 to 18%, depending on which CAPTCHA code you go to. But it will always reduce your overall conversion rates. We don't go into CAPTCHA codes because inevitably there's very seldom that an agriculture dealer would ever get spammed on a high rate from that standpoint. And even if you do start to do that, there's a mechanism on the back where you can block it. But with that said, after I fill this out and hit submit, and I'm not going to fill out a lead today, but if I did hit submit, our system will prompt them to the next step in the process and ask if there's a trade. And then if they do click on yes, there's a trade, and you can see that it's still associated with the skid steer S630. The customer can fill out what they're trading in, and actually they can upload pictures of what they're trading in. You can make that even a required field if you want, so you have to see pictures of their trade in, or even a walk around video if you wanted from their cell phone. And again, after they hit submit again, they're not done. They're going to follow the entire sales process through completion, and we're going to ask if they need financing. And if they do need financing, and this is another huge differentiator for us, is we have a completely compliant with the FDCPA and Privacy Acts that the customer can fill out, so you can pull their bureau or send it to whatever lender you prefer and be able to process their credit application to get them approved before their very first point of contact by your salesperson. So at that point, the customer, 9 o'clock at night, your dealership's closed, has given you all the information. So when you get in at 7 a.m. in the morning, assign this to the salesperson, they can put the package together, have them approved, be able to tell them what their payment would be before that initial call to them. And again, it goes back to, we not only guarantee that you'll get 30% more leads, but our leads are actually much higher quality, which will end up allowing you to have a much higher close rate. So that kind of gives you an overview from the customer experience, but there's so many other opportunities as far as being able to update your parts and service and really list out the service aspects and have lead forms that are specific to your dealership that are customizable on the actual lead forms for what fields you would require. The dealer info, if you wanted to start adding like pictures of the staff so the customers get familiar with you, because there is something to be said about the internet and not knowing who they're talking to on the other end. But if you can put in pictures of your staff, we have a staff builder, and you can see we've kind of had a little bit of fun with this as far as some of the people. We've got Haley from high school in this one and so on. But you can put bios in and you can do all this different stuff from that standpoint. And this is all easily done on the back end in the admin tool. So with that said, everything that I've shown you is different, and we're going to go into the admin tool in a little bit from that standpoint. But everything that you see, and let me show you the other templates as far as the other looks that would be available. And this is the other one as far as Bobcat of Futureville. I know we used the same name, but we wanted to just create it so you can see it's the color schematic, very clear call to action buttons. Everything is responsive. And again, a lot of the traffic will come in through a cell phone. So I'm going to shrink this down so you can actually see what it looks like. And this is the aspect that the customers can truly click on this entire call to action button. As I move the little mouse around, you can actually see that this entire button is. So from a cell phone, our websites are so easy to navigate. They don't have to specifically click on the words like a hyperlink. We make everything very big and bold to make it as easy as possible. And it's subtle little things as far as the psychology of a website user that we try to really and truly let them navigate. So next time they come back to the site, they will actually embrace the relationship and loyalty with your dealership because your website functions at such a higher rate than all the other competition. So I'll show you the last one as far as the look. And again, once again, very large call to action buttons as I move the little mouse around. And I'll scroll down, you can see the promotions that, Haley, you want to comment about the promotions and how we handle those coming over from Bobcat?
Yeah, we'll be receiving corporate promotions directly from the source and be automatically pushing those out to your website.
And again, once again, our focus is to save you time and money as far as being able to have us really and truly be your backstop for anything website related, to give you peace of mind. So you really don't have to worry anymore about the website. Know that Dealer Spike's going to be able to support you and get anything handled that you may need. And again, it always goes back to time and money. And if you know that you can depend on us to support you, there's so many other things that you can focus on the customer standing across the counter from you. And I just wanted to show you, this is another aspect as far as other product lines. As long as they're below the fold, you still get the full showroom availability and geotagging for all of your implements and that aspect as far as the short lines. So that kind of gives you a quick snapshot of the upfront, what we do. I'm going to show you one last aspect as far as, didn't we say that we put rental on here? Yeah. So Bobcat Rentals is a pretty significant attribute, and you would be able to add rental icons to be able to navigate to rental inventory if that is one of your profit streams from that standpoint. And we actually are very creative that you don't have to do a PDF for the rental information. The customers will actually be able to search just like it's inventory, but we're going to post it from a pricing standpoint, and you can have, honestly, on each one, you could have half day, full day, month rates, all that listed right here. There doesn't have to be just one. And the customers can then go down and pick what unit that they want to rent. And then when they decide, they can actually go in and fill out a lead form where they get to select what day and time they want to pick it up and give you the information. So as a rental manager, you still control the lead. So even if that unit happens to be out for rent, you don't want to lose that lead. So maybe you can talk to the customer and either have a reschedule or maybe upsell them to a more expensive unit, but you still get to keep the rental from that standpoint. And again, it always goes back to how can we improve the ROI when it comes to our website functionality. And this is just another aspect of it, is being able to really support your needs on every aspect of your revenue streams. So I'm actually going to turn it back over to Haley. That gives you a quick snapshot. Now, before I actually stop, if anybody would definitely like to take a closer look, I definitely would love the opportunity to have one of our reps run through a personal one-on-one demonstration. And that way we can actually jump into the admin tool and be able to show you some of the back end and how we do the functionality from that aspect, along with showing you the various other attributes that are available within the suite of service. Thank you.
Wow, yes, thanks, Kent. That was a wealth of knowledge. It's really great to see that Dealer Spike has taken the time to build out several different looks so we can cater to different, to the wants of different dealers. So yeah, thank you for that. So this is one of, this is again, I wanted to bring up the automated corporate promotions. We will be receiving, like you see here, corporate promotions directly from the source. It's part of the partnership, and we're so excited to be evolving our partnership with Bobcat and growing a relationship with them and being able to reach out to more dealers. So Kent, I know you just spent so much time, but you did touch on a few great key features, and I just wanted to highlight a few more. We have a built-in blog, a newsletter publishing tool, and then what else do we have available in within the DealerSpike platform?
Yeah, and I'm just going to touch on a few more things. This is why I really encourage dealers to reach out to us to at least look a little bit closer into the full suite of services. It's hard to really explain all that we do through a webinar from that standpoint because it is so robust. But along with customized lead forms, the blog tool, newsletter publishing, like even the newsletter blast campaigns, you can actually send out a newsletter and list 4 or 5 pieces of equipment. And when customers open that and click on specific units, we would be able to tell you their name, contact number, and email that they clicked on a certain skid steer as an example. So you can use those as what we refer to as third-degree leads. They didn't necessarily fill out a lead form, but you know something about them that from that blast email campaign, that is the unit that they were interested in. So you can divvy them up with your sales guys and use them as cold calls with some information. The other aspect too is the rental platform, click to call and text from a cell phone. We've got financial calculators available. And one of the biggest parts is also that our sites are built on an SSL secure server. That means that the website receives a secure certificate, which Google will automatically rank higher than non-SSL secure websites. So it's little things like that that, like I said, we take you to a best practice to make sure you're getting the best path possible organic rankings. And new to DealerSpike, this is one thing that I am really excited about, just because there's litigation happening throughout North America right now when it comes to ADA compliance, the American Disabilities Act, that if your site is not up to standards for the ADA Disabilities Act, you are risking a potential financial risk from that aspect. And the best part is we're one of the unique groups as far as vendors that can offer you options to protect yourselves from that aspect and truly make your website ADA within as far as adhering to the initial act from that standpoint. So you open it up to customers that maybe would have to avoid your site because they can't listen to the site or they can't be able to read the site visually, that aspect as far as the disabilities from that standpoint. So we have a tool that would be available as an option for dealers if you would like to become compliant within the ADA Act.
Wow, that really sums it up, and what a one-stop shop. So dealers, I'd really like to take you behind the scenes. What makes the DealerSpike platform so special? So just a top level view, because there are so many features at your fingertips to help you save time. Easy to access overview of lead history. That way you can see exactly who has been submitting leads, what percentage are get a quote, schedule trade or value trade, schedule a visit, check availability, and so on. We also have a unique visitors quick look. So for those that are checking to see how active people are coming to the website, you can see what your year-to-date versus month unique visitors, and that would be people coming to the website for the very first time. Within the back admin page, you're able to create, publish, and edit pages, which I think is huge. So if you have a promotion coming up that you need to make a special page for, within our inline editor, you're able to create and publish new pages. The big selling thing is Inventory Manager. We make this foolproof. We have everything in there that you're going to need. We receive inventory spec data, so specification data from the OEM, from Bobcat, because of our partnership. We build out everything that you're going to need, so stock photos, key descriptions, which will help build that SEO value even more. And so pretty much it's just a few quick drop downs, and you can add videos, 360 walkarounds, and so forth. And then to finalize all that, there's an easy way to one click to Craigslist. So you're able to post that unit to Craigslist from the Inventory Manager. You're not having to toggle between different platforms. You're able to manage finance applications, which we've seen in Kent's demonstration, where after the visitor has submitted a finance application, what do you do with it? Well, there's an easy way to go access, download, and start working that finance app. And then the last thing that's great for you dealers is that you can add, edit, and manage your own banners. So you don't have to wait for someone. You don't have to do one banner at a time. It's an easy way to schedule and take down banners when that promotion has ended.
I'm actually going to jump in and add a couple more things. When it comes down to this admin tool, you can actually go in and edit every page. So if you have some changes in the About Us, or you want to add a new video to a certain tutorial section that you have on this website, things like that, all of that is available to you. And the best part is everything that we just showed you, you will have a dedicated account rep, and you can see in the bottom here that right here, if you see the mouse moving around, that your dedicated rep will be available to help you in regards to everything from that standpoint. And one other huge aspect too is in the inventory manager, for your used equipment, you can actually print hang tags that look like an MSRP sticker, so it looks almost certified pre-owned, that you can use. So when people are walking the lots, they can still see all the specs and information and pricing on certain units. And the last thing is, when it comes to your used, part of the program that we have under this preferred basic is that we will push all of your used Bobcat to bobcatused.com. So again, our goal is to, you can single click post it to Craigslist, you can put it on eBay, but most importantly, we will make sure that everything is posted to bobcatused.com, and there's no additional charge for that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's just another way that we're trying to help dealers save time from the very get-go of our partnership with them. And the last thing I wanted to point out on how we can help you save time is that when you are onboarded with DealerSpike, when you guys decide to come on over, we'll move all of your inventory, no matter how many units, from your previous provider onto your DealerSpike platform free of charge. It's just part of our standard onboarding process so that you can get selling from the get-go. So I think this is a great time for a couple things. One, to point out that you can submit questions throughout this presentation by clicking the orange arrow on the control panel, and there's a questions drop down for you. We'll be answering those after the end of the presentation. And I'd also like to point out our special program pricing for these websites. So the website's $3.99 per month, and we're waiving all of our setup costs, which can save you thousands. So Kent, I would like to talk about the other, I want to switch gears here and talk about search engine optimization. It's the buzzword. Everyone has probably heard about SEO and how important it is to a successful website. And we know that not all online visits will result in a sale, but according to Retail Dive, 87% of shoppers begin product searches online. With today's day and age, less consumers respond to traditional advertising like TV commercials, radio ads, and billboards. People are spending more and more time online, especially with the popularity of social media and the ease of using mobile devices on the go. And creating and maintaining a strong online presence is simple to track. So Kent, can you tell us what our DealerSpike's doing to help dealers continue to grow their online presence and really accelerate their results?
Absolutely. What we're trying to do with our SEO packages is that we want to raise you to the top of the search engine and really drive more online traffic to your site. It's that simple. And you're probably wondering, how do we do that? Through the programs available, we actually optimize content, and that's keyword-rich blog posts on your behalf. We continue to modify metadata and deep clean the links as far as that goes. And as part of our premier partnership with Google, we glean industry expertise from them, and that includes some of our packages. We'll update your Google My Business listings as an example, which is a huge factor in improving your overall, because your business listings are in so many different areas. And if they're not all up to date and accurate, that is definitely impairing your organic listings. And to top it off, you'll receive monthly reporting from us that we will go over the results and ROI that we've achieved for last month, and we'll show you what our strategy is for the following month and what's going to be happening. So we're in sync as far as a true partnership to be able to really take what you want to focus on, and we will make sure that we improve your results from that standpoint. So just as an example of a dealer that is actively using our SEO services, as far as one of the packages, is Bobcat of Atlanta. They actually saw a 271% increase in page views on the new Bobcat inventory, and actually a 203% increase in page views on the used inventory. And that really shows you how adding SEO services to your website will actually help you go the extra mile and get more traffic to your dealership. So you'll have more traffic coming to the dealership, which means more leads, higher conversion rate, higher profits, higher revenue, and larger market share.
That's awesome. Thanks, Kent. We're really proud of our Bobcat dealers and the success that they're having. Guys, I just wanted to point out the 3 different packages that we're offering as part of our preferred dealer website program with Bobcat. So search engine optimization will help you compete, win, and dominate. So like that said, our packages are also named those. Within compete, you're going to receive keyword analysis and tracking, on-site optimization, which Kent had talked about. So those include the blog posts and the deep link cleanup. Under win, you get what compete has, plus business listing management and content creation. Dominate, we're adding YouTube marketing and reputation management. And the biggest bonus of all is that if you're part of this program with Bobcat and DealerSpike, and you're choosing a Bobcat branded website, you're going to be eligible for 50% co-op, which is huge. It's half price of these packages, so we can continue to accelerate your results so you can sell more stuff. And then guys, I just want to reiterate what our promise is. So DealerSpike has always been about helping dealers find, sell, and improve customer retention. We want to arm you with the best tools to get you the absolute best results. And I truly believe that we've always been the champion of the dealership, and we want to work with you to support you better. DealerSpike stands behind our promise to deliver 30% more leads than the competition. And we do that by building in the SEO content, geotagging your inventory, and supporting you at an admin level. We provide best in customer success, and we deliver industry-leading digital marketing tools and strategies to get you the best results. And again, I just want to reiterate the pricing. It's $3.99 per month for one of those Bobcat branded designs that we showed you earlier. And again, please, folks, reach out to us. We'll reach out to you if you'd like. There's a website online where you can send in a lead form, and we'd be happy to walk you in more detail through one of our Bobcat websites.
Yeah, you can actually, you can go to dealerspike.com to fill out a lead form, or you can call us at 800-228-5917, and we'll show you that in a moment from that standpoint. But there's a lot of different ways to reach out to us, and we'd love the opportunity to talk further about your specific needs as far as your dealership.
Great, so I'd really like to open this up to dealers for questions. So please go ahead and submit some questions, and we're here to answer. Let's see. Oh, got a few coming in. Do you send inventory equipment to Machinery Trader? Yes, so this newly redesigned Machinery Trader listing site for Bobcat use specifically, we'll be sending that automatically for our Bobcat dealers.
When it comes to that scenario, our goal is always single point of entry for the dealership. And that goes back to our integrations. If you're entering it into, we'll say, a DMS system, if you have a certain DMS, basic software, charter, whoever it may be, we can actually pull directly from them. If you want us to push to Machinery Trader, we can do that. What we want to make sure is that nothing about the website is causing you to do any more time or effort when it comes to posting your equipment. So wherever you're posting it now, we can either pull from there, or we can push it out to whoever you would like us to, like we're doing for bobcatused.com.
Great. Another dealer just asked about what is the cost for all this per month? Well, it depends on what SEO option you select, if you'd like to go down that road. And one of our SEO sales expertise here are waiting to answer your questions about what package is going to be best for you. But the website cost per month is $3.99, and then if you choose to use one of our SEO options, it'll be additional from there, and they can highlight those prices as well. What if I sell more than just Bobcat? Oh, great question. So because these Bobcat websites are already pre-approved by the OEM, we're able to have other brands below the fold, and we can show you different ideas per these designs about where you can place those other brands. And then, of course, our web specialist can tell you more about this on your first web consult. What if I'm already with DealerSpike? Ooh, that's also a great question. Please reach out to your client solutions rep. They're ready to help you get started and get that Bobcat branded website. I also want to add that if you don't have a Bobcat approved URL, which would be something like www.bobcatoffutureville.com, you'll want to reach out to the digital marketing team at Bobcat via digitalmarketing@dusant.com to make sure that URL is approved.
And even if it's not, if you need to obtain a new one, we can do redirects so you don't lose any of your search engine optimization value. And one other aspect too, that going forward to have your URL listed on the dealer locator, it will require that you use one of the preferred providers under the program as far as one of the websites that we've shared with you from that standpoint. That way you can have your link posted at Bobcat.
Great. Okay, we've got a couple more coming in. How soon could I sign up? Oh, excellent question. Ken, do you want to take this one?
Yeah, I would love to take that. You can do it immediately. And because we're doing expedited processing, we could have your site pretty much live and ready to go very quickly from that standpoint. So all you'd have to do is give us a call and we'll run through the logistics and get the information over to you. And we could have you scheduled for design by Friday.
That's awesome. We're getting a couple questions. Will the webinar be archived where we can review it later? Yes. Oh, that's a great question. So just because you've participated, I don't expect you to remember all this information. We'll be sending out a recording, I believe it's MP4, about an hour after the webinar, and then I believe a reminder tomorrow, and we'll have it available on our YouTube channel as well by the end of today. So you can ask your client solutions rep, or you can ask a sales executive here to share that with you. Okay, let's grab one more question. Guys, these are really good questions. Oh, this is, I think we touched on this earlier, but we'll go ahead and answer it. What if you already have a DealerSpike site and offer more brands than Bobcat? Will we be eligible for co-op still through you? Yes. You will want to choose a Bobcat branded website that we've shown you. So we have 3 different designs, 6 total because we have multi-location available. Make sure that your URL is Bobcat approved. And again, we can send that for you, or you can send it to digitalmarketing@dusant.com. And if you're currently a DealerSpike site, we're doing something special, and so your client solutions rep will be able to walk you through that, but we'll be able to get you a new look and feel for no cost at all. We'll be able to walk you through that better.
Yeah, any current customers are doing the redesign to move them over, so they do qualify under the program. So you can take advantage of the marketing aspects and get your URL posted on the dealer locator.
Yeah, okay. Well, thanks so much, dealers. We really appreciate these great questions. If we missed one of yours, we apologize, but we will be answering them. Sales and our client solutions reps will be reaching out to follow up. If a question comes to you tomorrow morning, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, dealers. And again, I just want to point out our phone number, 800-288-5917. Feel free to shoot us an email, sales@dealerspike.com. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.